Picture this. You're blowing out 80 candles, yet your brain feels more like it's celebrating its 30th birthday. Names click, jokes land, and your mood stays on an even keel. Wild, right? A brand new mouse study says that scenario might not be pure fantasy. The heroes of the story are one brain protein called Menin and a surprisingly simple helper molecule, D-Serine, basically an amino acid cousin you can already buy in supplement form. Here's the roadmap for the next 10 minutes. First, we'll visit the tiny brain region where the researchers started poking around. Second, we'll see how a slight tweak there echoed through memory, bones, skin, and metabolism. And finally, we'll ask what all of this means for you and me. Sound good? Let's dive in. The scientists skipped wrinkles and weak muscles and went straight for the hypothalamus, an almond-sized hub buried deep in the brain. You probably know it as the command center for hunger, body temperature, and hormones. What you might not know is that it also seems to hold some of the master keys to aging. To crack that lock, the team zoomed in on just a few thousand neurons. Think of it like trying to predict the weather by watching one small pressure front, then seeing the whole climate shift. They layered single-cell RNA sequencing, viral gene delivery, chemogenetics, and good old behavioral testing. In plain English, they tracked which genes flipped on or off, nudged the neurons with designer viruses, and then watched how the animals behaved over months, not days. Pretty soon, a pattern emerged. When menin levels dipped in those cells, inflammatory alarms went off first, while genes tied to synapse upkeep dimmed. Only later did the classic hallmarks of aging, thinner bones, sagging skin, sluggish metabolism, show up. Translation? The brain changes didn't just accompany aging, they seemed to lead it. Now, the researchers didn't stop at watching. They played time travel mechanic and tried pushing menin back up. Short, pulse-like boosts mostly sharpened memory and calmed local inflammation. Longer boosts? They went bigger, gradually improving bone density, skin integrity, and energy use. So the dose and duration of a brain-targeted therapy could let us choose which parts of aging move first. Intriguing, right? Enter D-Serine, the sidekick molecule. It sits one step downstream in the same pathway. By giving older mice D-Serine directly, the scientists skipped over menin and asked a clean question. If we just fix the synaptic handshake, do the brains perk up? The answer was yes, at least for cognition. Memory rebounded, and the mice navigated mazes like middle-aged pros. But, and this matters, their bones and skin hardly budged. One more reminder that no single molecule is a magic reset button. Okay, but mice aren't people. The team did peek at human data. Nothing conclusive, yet still intriguing. D-serine levels in our brains seem to drop as we age, and lower levels are linked to softer cognitive scores in small studies. It's a breadcrumb trail, not a signed contract, yet it lines up nicely with the mouse results. Here's why this matters. Aging has long looked like a slow, chaotic unraveling. What this study offers is a more organized picture. Tiny, high-leverage nodes in the brain may act like dials, turning whole sections of aging up or down. We already accept that idea in other systems. Think of how a few beta cells in the pancreas steer blood sugar, or how a pinhead-sized clock in the brain syncs our circadian rhythms. The hypothalamus might do something similar for aging. So, 3 big questions pop up. First, does the human hypothalamus show the same menin slide over time, and can we safely tweak it? Second, how many other aging dials are sitting there, waiting to be discovered? And third, this one's personal. Does the idea of reprogramming aging feel empowering or a bit unsettling to you? Sit with that for a second. All right, let's pull the camera back. The headline is simple. Dialing menin down in a sliver of mouse brain speeds up aging across the body, while boosting menin, or adding its partner D-serine, can roll certain age markers back. A tiny circuit, a big ripple. So here's what we covered today. 1. The hypothalamus isn't just about hunger, it houses high-leverage circuits that appear to steer aging. 2. Lower menin sparks brain inflammation first, then dominoes into bone, skin, and metabolism decline. 3. Restoring menin in pulses sharpens memory. Keeping it high longer nudges the whole body younger. 4. Supplementing D-Serine revives memory without touching those body-wide markers, proving aging has layers we can peel separately. 5. Early human clues echo the mouse data, but will need careful long-term trials before anyone should self-prescribe. So what can you do right now? 2 things. 1. Keep an eye on credible research. This field is moving fast, and safe human trials will happen. 2. Remember that lifestyle choices, sleep, exercise, social connection, are still the most proven menin boosters we have today. Use them. Next time we'll chase another lead. Whether muscle strength, immune vigilance, and even sleep quality each have their own brain-level dials. If the answer is yes, we may be entering an era of precision aging, tuning specific systems instead of taking one blunt shot at the whole process. Until then, stay curious, stay skeptical, and maybe imagine that 80-year-old version of you with a 30-year-old spark. It's not a promise, but it's suddenly not science fiction either.